Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Danny Lichtenfeld, director of the Brattleboro Museum. I'm here at the museum for our 13th annual Lego contest and exhibit, and it's our first and hopefully last annual virtual award ceremony. I think it's going to be fun doing it this way, but we really look forward to getting back to doing an award ceremony with all of you here in person in the future. In any case, thank you for tuning in tonight. This is one of our favorite activities of the year here at the museum. All of you wonderful, creative people who submit sculptures for this event fill our museum with brightness and color and whimsy and fun. And you know, it's always uplifting when we do this in the middle of November in Vermont, and certainly, especially this year when we all really need those things. Here's how this is going to work tonight. In just a moment, I'm going to walk around the museum and give you a glimpse of what's on display here and show you each of this year's award-winning submissions. Then, via the magic of the internet and Zoom, we're going to take you to Connecticut to the home studio of Lego artist Jessica Ragzy Ewud, who is a finalist on the TV show Lego Masters. She has kindly agreed to give us a little presentation about her Lego art from her home studio. And then we're going to wrap this up with a short video featuring every single submission, all 70 of them that were submitted this year. So if you submitted something for the contest and it's on display here, stay tuned for that video and keep your eyes peeled for when yours is going to be on the screen. All right, so we're going to get started here. And I was given this hat as a gift a while ago, and I haven't really known when to wear it or what the right occasion was. And this is obviously the right occasion because wow, this says wow, I'm not sure if you can see it. This was a gift from our friends at the Center for Maine Contemporary Art, and it's also kind of a nod to hunting season, which it is here in Vermont. So this will be my special outfit for our tour. I'm in the museum with our cameraman, Tim Wessel. Thank you, Tim. And we're going to take you now. We're going to walk into the center gallery of the museum, and I'm going to show you all the different award winners, and we're going to start with the youngest age group, which is it's up through pre-K. So follow me, and we'll go take a look. And we'll come back afterwards and look at many of these as well. We won't get a chance to go to every single submission, but if you watch the video at the end, I think every submission is included in the video. So let's see, Tim, the way we want to do this, I think, is I'm on this side, and this is. So this is our youngest Lego artists and sculptors and architects and engineers and builders and designers. This is up through pre-K, and this is the one right here, The Thingy Majigger by Zoe Frazee, that won most creative in this category. So congratulations, Zoe Frazee. And now we'll move down the table this way. Some really incredible, these are like among the best submissions we've ever gotten in this age group, I have to say. If we come on down here, I will announce the award winners for grades K through 2. So this one gets the most creative award for grades K through 2. That's Pirates of Treasure Kids Theater Play by Amelia Eckhart. Congratulations, Amelia. And in most of the categories, we give 2 awards. One for most creative and one for best craftsmanship. And so the award for best craftsmanship in grades K through 2 is this one. That's The Battle Between Two Robots by Mohsin Latif. Congratulations, Mohsin. I just want to say a word, Tim, if we come back over here, a number of the submissions have these honorable mention cards next to them. And I'm always so thankful to the judges. This year, the judges were Bob Parks and Johnny DeGeorge and our longtime judge, Marta Birnbaum. And with each one of these honorable mention cards, they have like a personalized note for the winner. So in this case, it says, "Loved the story here and that you touched on environmental concerns." I really love that the judges give that much attention and care to their job that they do here. So thank you to them. Okay, now we're gonna head back into the main gallery of the museum and move up to grades 3 through 5. So we're headed across the other side of the gallery. To this side. So this whole side of the gallery here is submissions in grades 3 through 5. Somehow every year that's the age group where we get the most submissions. And the most creative this year in this age group went to, is this what? Most creative, yeah, grades 3 through 5 for Robot Frog Attacks the Crystal Bank by Luke Lynch. Congratulations, Luke. And right next to it over here, a very different approach to Lego art, which I imagine the judges appreciated. Best craftsmanship in this age group for My Cat Duster Dude by Lily Suponsky. Congratulations, Lily. So Tim, I don't know if you want to just quickly pan across some of the other grades 3 through 5 submissions as we head back across the gallery to look at grades 6 through 8. This would be a good time, perhaps, for me to mention that the museum is in fact open. Things are, getting challenging again here in terms of health and safety and restrictions on what we can do and what we need to do to keep each other healthy and safe. But for the time being, the museum is open and people are wearing masks here all the time, and there's plenty of room to socially distance when you're here, and we're cleaning extensively every day. So if you are nearby and able to come visit and check out these submissions in person, hope you'll do that tomorrow or Monday. And then we take it all down Monday and we're just back to being a regular art museum. So now we're going to head over here to grades 6 through 8. So these are the submissions in grades 6 through 8. And the most creative is this one right here, which is Mecha Robo Attack Giraffe. Because of course, why wouldn't you create a robotic attack giraffe? And that's by Bennett Hart and Julian Hart. Congratulations, Bennett and Julian. And Tim, if you follow me around this way, I'll go around to the other side and point out the best craftsmanship in grades 6 through 8, which is right here. This is Robots by Malika Anthes. Congratulations, Malika. A lot of awesome robots, I have to say. Okay, now we're going to jump across to this table right here for grades 9 through 12. And the winner for best craftsmanship in grades 9 through 12 I don't take part in the judging, but it seems to me that this must have been extremely challenging judging, because these are all fantastic. And the one that won Best Craftsmanship is this here, called Modern by Raphael Andrew Moore. And so this looks like a mid-century modern spectacular house with this cantilevered swimming pool. And I just have to say, I wish that were my house, and I wish I were a Lego minifigure and could live in that house. So congratulations, Raphael Andrew Moore. And our final category, our age group, our final age group is adult-child collaborations. And so those are right here. And the judges awarded one award in this age group, and it's for best craftsmanship. And it is this, which is a water wheel by Peter and Eli Welch. And we're going to post on our website, or maybe we'll share by social media, the video that these guys made of how this works. It's an actual working water wheel. We obviously don't have the water going right now, but Tim, if you stay right there, I'll just show how this is designed. So water comes in at this level, or like you could place this within a casing in a stream, which is what they do in the video. And then the water turns this, and you can see the lights coming on because it's generating power as it turns. So it's an actual working water wheel that's generating power. Awesome. And congratulations, Peter and Eli Welch. Okay, we have 3 final awards that are not within an age group. They're overall awards that cut across all age groups. And so there's the Spirit of Lego Award, and then runner-up for Best in Show, and then Best in Show. So those are the 3 I'm going to show you now. We're going to go this way to see the Spirit of Lego Award. Here you have Lego Cruiser by Lewis Shipman. Congratulations, Lewis. This won the Spirit of Lego Award. My understanding, what the judges intend with the Spirit of Lego Award, which they don't give out every year, is it's for the submission that uses like really old school kind of traditional Lego pieces, rather than say specialized pieces that were designed like from a kit that for a boat to make a boat, but just using like old school bricks to make something that they weren't necessarily designed for. And so this is this year's Spirit of Lego Award. Congratulations, Lewis Shipman. And now we'll go back across the gallery one more time for runner-up Best in Show, and then Best in Show. Here we have runner-up for Best in Show, and this is called Happy Homestead, which it most certainly is. And it is by Jack Ewald, Claire Ewald, and Antonia Crawford. Congratulations to you 3 for making this really happy, cheerful homestead, which has been bringing a smile to the faces of everyone who's come into the museum these last 2 days and seen this. And I'm sure we'll continue to do so tomorrow and Monday for all the visitors who are going to come get a chance to see this. And finally, Best in Show, right here by Scotty Hartshorn. I believe, so Scotty made these 2 pieces, and the Best in Show is this one, the working Lego slot machine. Now, this is an actual working Lego slot machine where you can put a quarter in here and then tip this handle, and you're looking through these windows and the colors spin. And if you get a certain color combination, I think it's 2 yellows, then you win the jackpot, and you can actually open the bank here and get the money out of the slot machine. But if you get any other combinations, you can't open it. And it's an amazing contraption, and I'm going to be able to just give you a glimpse of what it looks like on the inside. But I haven't figured out how to actually make it work consistently and reliably. So I'm not going to attempt to do that. But you can see the complicated design in here and see that there's a motor, and the motor is meant to spin those color cartridges, and then they stop at a certain combination, and depending on where they stop, it either makes it possible or not for the door to open up and the money to come out. The judges were able to actually make it work and see how it's all intended to work, and they were totally blown away. And so this is the one they awarded Best in Show. So congratulations to Scotty Hartshorn for Best in Show for working Lego slot machine. All of the winners that we just went through will get gift certificates to Toy City in Keene, a great place to get your Lego supplies. We're always really grateful to Toy City for in part donating those gift certificates. So thank you very much to them. Congratulations to the winners, and really congratulations to everyone else who took part. This has been such a difficult and unusual year, and I'm so grateful for your efforts at cheering us all up and lifting our spirits and being creative and making something and sharing it with the world. That's not an easy thing to do. And the competition aspect of this isn't what's important. It's really the participation and the sharing with each other that we all get to do. And so in that vein, I have 3 final things I want to show you that were not part of the competition at all. So if you just follow me back to the center of the gallery. We have some works on view here that were submitted by exhibitors, special exhibitors who we invited to provide work for this exhibit, not part of the competition. So the first one is this mind-boggling creation called New Kowloon, which is a reference to the walled city of Kowloon in China. And if you don't know the history of that, which was eventually torn down, if you don't know the history of the Kowloon walled city, it's totally fascinating. For a period of time, it was a 6.5 acre plot that was the most densely populated place on Earth. Eventually it was torn down, and Christian Stromberg and Gretchen Stromberg and Leland Stromberg, inspired by the Kowloon walled city, have created this New Kowloon. Congratulations, Strombergs, and thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's absolutely amazing, and it's like a magnet drawing people's attention as they walk into the museum. So thank you. And then once they're finished looking at this, they look up here, up the marble steps, at this city scene by Andy Price. So thank you, Andy, for being willing to share your incredible Lego creations with us once again this year. This is a replica of Union Station in Springfield, Massachusetts. Andy's from Massachusetts. And this right here is where you are. In fact, as you can see, it says you are here. This is a shockingly detailed and accurate replica of the Brattleboro Museum and Art Center, complete with our wrench bench by John Tajuri and someone sitting on it, and this sculpture that we have out front called Idle Knot by Johnny Swing, and even John Gibson's paintings called Jazz in the windows. Just awesome. Thank you, Andy, for that. And Tim, if you walk around the back, this area over here in Andy's is called the dodgy part of town, the wrong side of the tracks. And somewhere on here is Central Perk, bring your friends, bring your friends. Pretty sure that's a reference to popular 90s TV show. I'm not exactly sure where the coffee shop is. Oh, it might be this down over here. So Andy Price, thank you so much. You're amazing. Really grateful that you brought all this up for our exhibit this weekend. And finally, the last 3 pieces I have to show you all before I send you down to Connecticut to the home studio of Lego master Jessica Ragzy Ewud are pieces by Ragzy that she had delivered up here especially for our exhibit, which includes this. Really, it's a Lego painting. I'm not sure I've ever seen a Lego painting before. It's called Lego Warhol Marilyn Monroe. It's just awesome. Thank you, Ragzy, for sharing this with us. And another Warhol replica on the other side of the stage here. Also by Ragzy, called Lego Warhol Flowers. Those of you who aren't familiar with these artworks, the originals by Andy Warhol, look them up and you'll be astonished at how amazing Ragzy's replicas are. And finally, we'll end over here. Andy Warhol made all sorts of art that was inspired by commercial products, including Coca-Cola. And so this is Lego Warhol Coca-Cola. And very subtly signed here in Lego, you can see that it says Ragzy. So I'm about to send you over to, we're gonna hear from Ragzy, who's in her home studio in Connecticut. Really looking forward to that, but just a couple final thank yous I wanna make. First of all, to our very generous sponsors, GS Precision and Brattleboro Ford and Don Robinson Builder. And once again, thank you to Toy City for providing the gift certificates for the winners. Thank you to all of you for your continued support of our Lego contest and exhibit. And I'll just put out one more reminder. If you're able to, and you feel comfortable doing so, please come to the museum tomorrow or Monday, 10 to 4. If you see on our website or anywhere else that we're closed on Mondays, it's not true this Monday. We are usually closed on Mondays, but because we wanted to give people as much of a chance as possible to see the Legos, we're open through Monday. And those of you who submitted work, you should have made arrangements to pick it up Monday night or Tuesday. Please do that. Otherwise, all the Legos go to me, which used to be really exciting when my son was still using Legos, but he's in college now. And so now they just take up space in my house. So please don't have your Legos go to me. Please come back and get them. Thank you all once again. We're gonna go to Jessica Ragzy Ewud now, and then stay tuned for the video at the end of this award ceremony. Congratulations to everyone who participated. Hope to see you soon.
Hello, hello. Hi, thank you so much for the introduction and for thanks to the Brattleboro Museum for showcasing some of my artwork. It looks great, and boy, I am blown away by all the submissions from all the little Lego builders. You guys truly did amazing. There were some really incredible builds that you submitted this year, so congratulations to everybody. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Jessica Ragzy Ewud. I'm a professional artist. My favorite media to work with is Lego, and I was a season finalist on the hit show Lego Masters. So I'm very, very excited to be here. I don't know if Jess, do you want me to just give a studio tour, or did you want to do a Q&A?
I think a studio tour would be great, Jessica.
Studio tour? Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm so excited to share with you some of my studio space and some other works I have here at home. So let's go take a look. All right, I'll be right back. We're gonna magically reappear in the studio space in my house. All right, here we go. Is it too dark? Oh, there you guys are. Hello. So this is currently my space. Now I am in the process of thing, but as you can see, I'm working on another Warhol inspired Lego art piece here. It's another flower set. Now Andy Warhol was known for that flower series in the 1960s. So he made so many of them. So I've been working on doing them in different color patterns, different color schemes. This is my workspace. I mean, it looks like a typical artist workspace. There is not just Lego here, there's everything. I have all my art supplies kind of laid out all over the place. Now I like to store my Lego in these little compartments that I get. That's how I store them. And some of the ones that I have so many colors, I just put them all together in these kinds of bins here. As you can see, these are all eyeballs. Those are actually my favorite piece to use, are the eyeballs. As you can see, there's Lego pieces everywhere. I try to do them by color. One thing I noticed that sets me apart from other Lego builders is a lot of Lego builders do not sort their pieces by color. I learned they sort them by part. But as an artist, I like to sort them by piece and by color, because if I'm working on a certain piece in a certain color, I like to see the pieces I have in that particular color. So I like to sort them all the same piece all together. There are a couple pieces down here. So this is another Warhol inspired flower set. This one is red and yellow. But if you look closely, I'm going to turn another light here so you can see it a little better. If you look closely, you will see that the flowers are actually all little eyeballs. They're little eyeballs. I like to hide things in my art as a sort of surprise. So let's see if any of you guys over there at the museum have found all my little hidden secrets yet in my Warhol replicas. I can assure you they are there. You may not have seen them, but there are little hidden messages in those pieces. And we're going upstairs. I'm going to show you more of my workspace. So here, as you can see, I have more just tons and tons of Lego pretty much everywhere. I like to store them when they're this many in bulk. I'll use these containers that have basically all the same piece and all the same color together. And here, some more of my artwork. We're going to go take a look at some of the pieces. So this is an interesting piece I made here. This is, oh, hold on, I have to make sure you can see it. My little camera went out. There we go. This one here is a mixed media piece. So I like using different media. So it has Lego on it, but also has playing cards. And it actually has a Swarovski crystal. So that's a Queen inspired piece with the Queen playing cards. This is a print of Jeff Goldblum, who was Ian Malcolm in the famous book Jurassic Park. Now the original sold, so I don't have the original here, but this is a print and it was made with the real Jurassic Park book pages and Lego. So all this black you can see here was originally done in Lego brick. And I was very fortunate enough that Jeff Goldblum actually saw the piece and he said he loved it. So, and these are just some other ones. I like mixed media that's fun, really pop and hip. So this one's called Lego Game Night Coco, and it has Lego, but it has Chanel playing cards in it. That one's very fancy, very fancy. And this piece here is very special to me. This piece has traveled a lot of different places. This is my Lego Lincoln. This is the piece I'm most known for. This was on display in Rockefeller Center in New York City. It's a very special piece to me. Now, hidden in the background of this piece, you'll find parts of his famous Gettysburg Address and other little secrets. I like to hide secrets in the piece. And if we go up close, you can see it's all Lego. You can see some little hidden clocks in there. But this piece has traveled quite a few places and extended its stay in Rockefeller Center. Unfortunately, because of COVID, the Lego store went into lockdown when Lincoln was on display there in February. Lincoln's birthday is actually in February. And he extended his stay, and I just got him back about a month ago. So he was there for a long time. Here's the smaller version of the Lego Lincoln. So I make these ones as well, and they're mixed media, and they're always red, black, white. But you can look closely. It looks like a painting, but he's actually Lego. And I'll show you one more. This is part of my Maryland series. I tend to do Lincoln and Maryland a lot. They're probably my two most popular icons. And you can see that she's actually Lego, but at a distance, she looks like a painting. So I like to have that kind of trick on the eye that at a distance, you might think it's a painting, but up close, it's actually Lego or mixed media. It's like a little secret surprise. So that is my studio tour. I guess I should go maybe back down stairs. Are we going to do Q&A, Jess?
I think we could take a question or two if the audience has any.
Okay.
If you have a question, just put it in the chat.
If you have a question, she said you can put it in the chat and I will happily answer your questions. I'm going back down to the studio. And yeah, so that's basically my studio tour. Lego everywhere. Lots of bright pop colors. And all sorts of fun things.
Do we have a question? Do you see the question from Eliza? She wants to know how many Lego pieces do you think you own? Like
I
how
didn't
many
see that.
bricks do you own?
How many Lego do I own? Oh my goodness. I have no idea. I want to say 1 million, but I'm not sure I have 1 million. I know I have hundreds of thousands, but I don't know if I've hit 1 million actually. Have you ever made a mechanical Lego build? Yes, but they're not my favorite. I think I actually have a motor sitting here. I like to use them sometimes, but I really just like to make art pieces that can hang on the wall. But sometimes I do builds and I have used the motors in the past, but they're definitely not my favorite to use. How long did it take to make Lincoln? That's a good question. That original one upstairs took me probably between 40 to 60 hours, I'd say, to construct the face and make sure that everything was placed in the correct spot. That one's a large piece. It's about 30 by 40. How long have you been doing Lego? I have been an artist for about a decade, and Lego is one of my main medias that I use. How many art pieces have I made total? Oh my gosh, I have no clue. A lot. I've been making art for professionally for about a decade now, and I've shown in galleries and have had several art shows, and now we're in a museum exhibit. Very exciting.
So maybe one last question here. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Oh, thanks, Jess. I'm inspired by, so as you can see by my pieces, it's very pop, very bright color, very high energy. I'm inspired by pop culture, but I like to have some of the old masters references in my art. So, for example, in the Lincoln and some of the pieces you have in the museum, there's actually hidden messages in those pieces if you haven't found them. And that's inspired by Da Vinci. So I like to capture something scientific and mathematical in comparison to pop contemporary masters like Andy Warhol or Keith Haring. And I kind of like to fuse them together with some kind of mathematical or statistical component. So there are little messages. Even the pop Chanel piece we saw, that's a reference to Chanel being the building blocks of women in fashion, and the playing cards have some statistics, hidden statistics in them. So I like the idea that at first glance, it's just very pretty. It like grabs your eye, the pop colors, but it actually means something else. And that's kind of the message I put behind my art. It's to make you really think, and interactive too. You're almost, people are familiar with my art, know I hide things in them, and they'll spend hours sometimes looking at the piece trying to figure out what the secret is in the piece or what the meaning is.
Jessica, I love that. Thank you so much. And I apologize, folks, that you're hearing this disembodied voice. I'm Jessica Nelson, the events manager. But I wanted to thank Jessica Ragzy for this great presentation, the art in the museum. And we're going to head over so you can see all your pieces on display. But thank you, Jessica, and have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jessica. The submissions were so great, guys. Congratulations.